Hello, my name is Vishal Rein. In this video tutorial, I would like to discuss about the attribute editor in Maya. So we have basically attribute editor in the side here, or you can go to Windows, General Editor and Attribute Editor, or even you can use a keyboard shortcut of Ctrl+A. So for that, just select the object and press Ctrl+A, and basically it should come. It's not coming, but it's okay. You see, now you got the Ctrl+A working. When I'm in the channel box, I press Ctrl+A, it opened the attribute editor. So attribute editor is a place where you edit the values of the attributes of the object. So attribute editor is a full version, unlike the channel box, which is the compact version. So it has all the options in it. So in attribute editor, on the top we have the menu where you can just access few of the tools there. Then we have the nodes here. These nodes are very different to different objects here. We have hair, we have paint effects, we have joints. So you get a different combination of nodes coming with the object you create. Defaultly, very importantly, you see the transform node for every object you create in Maya. So the first tab what you're seeing is a transform node, which will allow me to move, rotate or scale the object in the Maya. So this node is definitely important, and you see for every object you have created in Maya, which can basically move. And then we have the shape node. Shape node is the object's attributes itself. Like light will have light intensity, or camera will have focus or focal length. So shape node will carry such attributes which are exclusive for that particular type of object. Then here we have this polysphere, which is basically the construction history of the object. It is optional. Sometimes if I go and delete that history, you may not see this attribute at all. Then we have the shading related nodes, which are basically how the object should look like. Defaultly, every object in Maya will be assigned with the Lambert shader. So we have all these options, tabs here. We can cycle between these tabs using the scroll wheel in the mouse. Just place the cursor on the tab and then scroll like that, and then you can keep cycling between the tabs there. Or you can click these buttons to offset them and then pick it manually. Or you can right click here and then choose the specific node you want it to be highlighting here. Then we have the naming section where we can just go and type a name to that object, and then you see the name of the tab, the node is changed. Now we have this two options here, which will take me to a node which is the input connection and the output connection of it. For example, I should be in the middle so that I can go to a different node there. Generally in a different views like hypergraph windows, we can generally see what is an input connection and what is an output connection. Then you can basically cycle between them with these buttons. So a box with a pointer facing inside is an input connection. A box with the arrow facing outside is an output connection. So you can go between them. If you select a particular tab and then click focus, then that tab only will be there in the attribute editor. Then we have preset. For example, if I put the value of 1 here, put a value of 4 here, you got this shape. You can go to the preset and then save this preset, my custom value. For example, I'm just saving it, and next time when I create a polygon sphere, okay, I can go there, go to my custom value, replace, and then the values will be changed. That's a preset for us. And we have options like hide, where you can hide that node in the attribute editor and then click show, then it comes back. So that's hide and show, and we have options which is specific to every object. Need to explore them. Generally when we select a object in viewport, we defaultly select transform node of the object. We don't select the shape node, or we don't select the input node. But in specific cases when we have to do connections, we may have to select that node. So it is not possible by normal means. So here we go and then select, and then I've selected the shape node, which will help is in the connections. And then we have load attributes. If sometimes attributes are not loaded, you can use that. Then we have the copy tab, which will give a copy of the attribute editor for that particular node there. So this is some brief information about the attribute editor. You got any questions on this, you can just ask me in the comment section, and please subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.